Hey gang, I wanted to show you how to use MyFitnessPal to track your meals and nutrition because like we always say, what gets measured gets done, and when you start to have an insight into what you're consuming, you're going to be able to make smarter choices. So here we are. Once you create a profile in MyFitnessPal, then this is what's going to show up. Click on food up here. And this is your food diary for the day. Now you can input it on your phone, just as easy. I do that sometimes. I particularly like the view here, particularly down here, because I have a quick view of my totals on the same page. But you can get your totals on the phone too. It's just a couple clicks away. So here you have it. I haven't entered anything for today. Simply to add food, click on the link. Now, once you keep using this, you're going to have a bunch of frequent ones and recent ones. That's going to make it a lot faster, because we do tend to eat repetitively, maybe not identical things, but there are things we have fairly often, and that speeds up this process. But let's just do this really simply. Let's say that I had a few eggs for breakfast. So I'm just going to say eggs, search. Okay, one large egg, click on that. One serving. I had 4 eggs because I'm hungry. Add to food diary. Boom, there it is. And I also I fried that in a tablespoon of coconut oil. I'm going to put coconut oil. And I'm going to put the measurement, because oftentimes that'll bring me a better option. Things don't have to be super exact. You just want to get a general idea, right? So I don't need to find the brand. For me, coconut oil is coconut oil. That'll do right there. 1 tablespoon, add to food diary. Now this thing's pretty good. On your phone, you can actually scan barcodes. It's got most restaurant items. So if you're out, especially at a big chain, you're going to find it on the menu, so you can even put that stuff in there. And just do your best. The tough part is when you're doing recipes where you have a bunch of different ingredients. What I'll do with that, especially if it's something I make fairly often, is I'll take the time once to punch in all the ingredients I put in the recipe. So if I put in all the ingredients for a recipe that serves 4, put all the ingredients in, then I'll just divide those amounts by 4, just go back in, or I'll say I'm having a quarter of the total amount, and that'll give me a ballpark figure for what I'm having. You just got to do the upfront work, and then once most of your favorite recipes are in there, it's just a matter of going in from your frequents or recents and choosing those, or you can save whole meals and then pick from those favorites. So you would just go through this, add your meals or snacks as you do, right? Now here's the big deal. At the end, you got your totals. Now, your daily goals that they give you, when you sign up your account, it's going to ask you what your weight is and all these details and how much you want to use. These are just guidelines, and sometimes they will differ, not huge, but they will differ sometimes from a meal plan that we give you. If you're following a meal plan, don't worry about what it says for your daily goal if you're off it a little bit, because we have slightly different totals. If in between challenges you want to use these targets, that's okay. If you want to go over them with us, we can talk about that and make sure they're dialed in. And if you want to change them, you can do that once we've had a conversation about where they should be to get to your goals. So again, if they're different than what we have on a meal plan, you obviously don't have to worry about the remaining item. Things to look out for. Carbs. This one is the easiest to go over. Not with my eggs, but generally speaking, people blow over carbs, right? Fat is usually not a big deal. Protein is usually under. So this is why we're doing supplements and stuff, because protein powders and bars make it easier to get to that protein number. Now your fiber, I want that at 25 or over if you're a lady, and 35 and over if you're a man. Don't worry about the sugar, because if you're eating pretty good foods, there is some naturally occurring sugar, and that gets counted in the carb number. What am I having for sugar? See, that says 137. Never mind. Okay, so that's it. Water consumption, you can track that if you want. Generally speaking, I don't put it in here. I know when I'm drinking the right amount of water. I don't even bother hitting complete this entry. I just want to grab my totals for the day. A couple other things I don't bother doing. I don't enter my workouts in here, right? All I care about is how much I ate that day, right? I know if I worked out or not. I don't need to sort of count those calories against this. It's just a waste of time. The biggest deal is you know how much you ate and if you're hitting your carbs, fats, protein, and fiber number. All right? And then when it's time, you can just do a print screen or a screenshot of this, do your 7 pages for the week, and email them to us, and then we have your food diaries. Simple as that. All right, gang? Later.